want to talk about a pattern that a lot of us experience, but rarely name out loud. The way people only show up for you once things have already fallen apart, and the way they disappear when help would actually prevent the crisis. It's a pattern I've seen not only in my own life, but in the lives of so many people who are under-resourced, in transition, or just trying to rebuild. This matters because it creates a really dangerous feedback loop. People start believing they're the problem instead of actually recognizing an environment that refuses to offer meaningful support until the damage is actually already done. It teaches people to suffer, quietly mind you, to stay small, to wait until they're collapsing before actually reaching out, because they've learned that early honesty doesn't actually lead to help, it just leads to dismissal. In real life, it kind of looks like this. You try to prepare, you try to communicate, you try to build, and people say, "You're fine, you're strong, you always figure it out." But the moment you hit a wall, suddenly everyone has those opinions they want to give you, and they really tell you what you should have done differently. For me, this has looked like a few different things. Launching projects with no safety net. Working nonstop to build a new life, sometimes even like 10 to 12 hour days. One time it was like 16 hours. I had to finish. Navigating some really destabilizing events, trauma, physical abuse, and realizing that the more I held things together, the less people believed I needed support. For other people, this actually might look like single parents, students, creators, people with disabilities, entrepreneurs, all trying to get ahead and hearing, "You're resilient, you'll manage," until they can't. Feels awful. So what I realized is this. Most people don't actually respond to that need. They respond to the spectacle of that crisis. It's a spectacle. If you're quiet, resourceful, or you're strong, people assume you're okay. And especially for those who have been people pleasers, me, they also assume that someone else is helping. It's like the deferral of responsibility. And they assume you'll just figure it out. You'll figure it out. Under-supported, but you'll figure it out. Under-resourced, but you'll figure it out. And the truth I uncovered is that it's not a reflection of your worth. It's not a reflection of my worth. It's a reflection of their capacity, or the lack of it. It's about what they can tolerate witnessing, not about what you actually deserve. So here's what I think we can shift. If someone in your life is under-resourced, in a transition, or trying to rebuild, don't wait for that visible collapse. Actually ask them, "Hey, what would make this easier for you right now? What one small thing can I actually contribute?" Small, doesn't have to be big. Do you need money, time, eyes on your work, connection, visibility? And a lot of the time it does end up being monetary resources. Shocker, I know. But sometimes that $10 helps. Sometimes not in an overdrawn bank account, but sometimes it does help. Sometimes just sharing a link helps. Sometimes being the first person to say, "I believe in what you're building." It helps more than what you realize. I don't have a lot of that. I actually lost 7 friends because of that. They should want to celebrate with you. But for me, I'm in one of those transitional moments, you know? I'm working hard to move into a safe, stable environment where I can continue rebuilding my business, my work, my life. And if you feel called to help through donating, sharing, and even just boosting visibility, that supports me greatly. It genuinely makes some meaningful difference. My GoFundMe is linked below in my bio, and everything goes directly towards moving costs, basic needs, and creating the stability I need to keep building. It's important work that I'm doing. I'm trying to build community while simultaneously not having one. Crazy. But if nothing changes, if people still scroll past or assume someone else will help, then at least this conversation has done something important. It shows you exactly where your energy is truly welcomed. It shows you who actually sees you. It shows you where your care should actually go next time, towards the people who don't wait for you to break before they actually believe you. So I'm not sharing this to perform struggle. I'm not sharing it to be desperate is the word that I want to use, but no, I'm not sharing this for that. I'm sharing it because this pattern is real, it's common, and it's deeply human. And because I know that when we name things clearly, people who care can actually respond. Thanks for listening. Thank you for seeing me. And thank you for helping, whatever that looks like.